Hey YouTubers, Cold Stare here, back with another Mage Tower guide. Today we're covering the Destruction Warlock scenario, which is Tugar and Jormog again.
You need something? Go with all,
So we'll
friend.
jump right in. Real quick, if you prefer the videos where I narrate and put voiceover, or if you prefer the videos with music and text on them, could you go ahead and let me know in the box below. I don't have many subscribers, but I still like to try and make my content according to what you guys like. So anyway, yeah, let's get right into it. I will link my talents below. I visited, normally the WoW head guides for Mage Tower challenges are pretty spot on. I didn't like what I was seeing for the talents, didn't like what they were seeing for the approach to it, so I'm kind of winging this on my own. So, you've heard me say it before, I'll say it again. Tugar and Jormog are not a damage race. Uh, the guides I read online all kind of suggested this is a DPS check. I'm not sure I agree with that. For me, it's simply a survival check. Uh, you'll see for yourself. There's plenty of times in this video I'm doing absolutely no damage intentionally, and that's because we're trying to deliberately balance and keep Tugar and Jormog's health relatively close. Once one dies, the other enrages. It's kind of up to you which one you want to do first. Overall, lately I've been bringing down Jormog first and just killing Tugar. But anyway, we'll get into that later. So we're going to start the fight. We're havocing Jormog to get that dot and our Curse of Tongues on there. You'll notice I interrupted Tugar with my pet. Very important. That spell will nearly one-shot us, and we will be backtracking a lot if we miss it. So right away, I'm going to advise you to try and keep up Curse of Tongues on both Jormog and Tugar. So right there you see Fell Burst. He does it pretty frequently. You want to, every single time he does it, interrupt it. The Bile Spitters come out of the ground. We want to use our Trinket, the Ravaged Seed Pod. Every time they're up, that makes short work of them, kills them really quick, nice and easy. It gives you some leech while you're standing in it. Jormog is underground right now, and you'll notice he keeps charging us. There's 3 rocks on the ground, and we need to try and lure him right into those, and those are going to knock the scales off of him. He starts to fight with 9 stacks of the Fell Hardened Scales. We need to get those off of him because it's reducing the damage he's taking. He's also doing a Sonic Scream that hurts. We want to try and use Mortal Coil, Shadow Fury, Fear, really anything. Anything you've got that'll interrupt him. You can even, if you want to, bring Tugar right up to him, and your Infernal will stun both of them. You can absolutely use your Infernal in a defensive way like that. If it's going to save you from a wipe, absolutely do it. Again, this, despite what I've read online, I just don't consider this to be a DPS check. A DPS challenge is a survival challenge. There's a lot going on. And if you can survive this, you're going to slowly wear him down. You see how quickly Tugar's health is going down, and I haven't really used many cooldowns on him. So there's a Sonic Scream, we're interrupting it. Havoc's a really good way to get that Curse of Tongue on both of them. Jormog still has 5 stacks of the scales, as you can see, so he's not going to take too much damage. But we're still going to try and do some chip damage, wear him down a little bit, best we can. If, as you can see, oh no, I got it off. If you do not get your cast off before his scream, it will lock you out of that school. So whether it's fire, shadow, whatever, keep that in mind. Do not run into Jormog underground like I did there. As you can see, it does a lot of your health. The Ravaged Seed Pod there, I sometimes get questions about that and other comments on videos. You'll want to get that. It's like priority. You'll see in the damage breakdown. It's super important. You need to go into any version of Emerald Nightmare, Mythic, LFR, doesn't matter. The very first boss in there has a high probability of dropping this trinket. It's on a 1-minute cooldown. It does great AoE damage. It gives you leech, which heals you. It's just the perfect trinket for this challenge. So I highly recommend you get it. The Fell Surge Totem will fear you or stun you. I don't remember which. So you'll always want to bring that down as soon as it's up. It dies very easily. a can flag, anything.
AOE
Defeat it.
incoming.
I use the drain life here to get the shell on me to give me a little more survivability. Again, this is not a damage raise. You'll notice, in fact, I've even stopped. I've deliberately stopped putting dots on Tugar here because I need to slow things down. I actually tried this in my first couple pulls in here. I just came out swinging. I drummed. I used my pots. I used everything I had on Tugar, and he melted. But the problem then was I didn't even have enough time to get the scales off of Jormog, and it just became impossible trying to bring him down. He was enraged, doing a ton of damage to me, not taking much damage. So you really want to try and slowly chip both of them down equally as best you can. Again, it doesn't really matter. You can do Jormog first, you can do Tugar first. You just have to remember, super important, that the other will enrage, and once they're enraged, they're of course going to do a lot more damage to you. If you decide to kill Tugar first, Jormog's Sonic Scream will absolutely one-shot you. Interrupting that isn't an option anymore. So just something to keep in mind there. Yeah. So we're saving our defensives for those. You will see there's times I miss the Fell Burst from Tugar and it really hurts. But that's what our health stones are for, our healing pods, our drain life. So don't panic if you miss one, you can still recover. So yeah, we're to the point in the fight where we're kind of just rinse and repeat, interrupting Sonic Scream. It's really good whenever you can to try and pull Tugar in next to Jormog. Get that double CC in from Shadow Burns or Cataclysms too. So yeah, let's see. So Jormog, as you can see, no longer has the scales on. DBM announces it as we peel them off. And once those scales are off, we really want to start using these times he's up and out of the ground to burn him down as much as we can. So yeah, as you can see, every single time the Ravage Seed Pod's up, ready to go. We drop it. If you need some healing, you stand in it. I think you get like 5% leech while you're standing in it. Bringing down the Fell Surge Totem, interrupting Tugar, keeping up the Curse of Tongues. You see if you miss something, it's okay. You can still recover. Keep in mind too, Mortal Coil gives you a nice little heal. I think it's best to try and save Mortal Coil for Sonic Scream, just because it's instant cast and you have to be really on it with the Sonic Scream or he'll interrupt you. So, as you can see, Tugar here is almost dead. I'm really kind of ignoring him now, because like I said, we want to try and keep their health balance. I believe I bring Jormog down right here. There he goes, he's dead. So now we're left with Tugar. He's a little bit easier to manage once he's enraged than Jormog. Calm, cool, and collected. Just continue to go through the motions, bringing down the Bile Spitters, interrupting him, and yeah, overall not too bad. As long as you don't miss those Fell Bursts, manage the Bile Spitters, try your best to keep their health relatively close, it's really not too bad. I think this took me 3 or 4 tries. So that's it. Fun fight. I like this scenario. If you think I missed anything, any other questions, feel free to leave them below. Otherwise, I appreciate you watching. And as you see, real quick, as you can see there, look how much damage that Infested Grounded. That's the Trinket. That's the Ravage Seed Pod. Go get that. Highly recommend it. So anyway, thank you again for watching, everyone. If you have any requests for any other Mage Towers, feel free to leave them below. And yeah, take care and see you next time. Bye.